All right, hey yo guys, this is Cobra Awesome, and I hope you guys are enjoying your video games and animation from around the world. Today I'm gonna be reviewing one of my all-time favorite video game based movies, and that is Mortal Kombat, the original movie, not the reboot that came out last year, the original movie. Okay, so without wasting any more time, let's get straight into this review. All right, so this movie came out back in 1995. So Rishi Shang Tsung beats the crap out of Liu Kang's brother. So Shang Tsung tricks Sonya and Johnny Cage into entering a martial arts tournament called Mortal Kombat. So Liu Kang, Sonya, and Johnny Cage join together as a team to survive this brutal tournament. So you see, when I was a kid back then, I did not like Mortal Kombat only because of the blood. Yeah, I was not a fan of violent movies. I just couldn't get into it. But now I like that stuff. But back then when I was a kid, I was terrified of all the stuff I was seeing, especially with Mortal Kombat. So when I played Mortal Kombat 4 on the Nintendo 64, I was scared because there was so much blood in the game. But then years later, when my cousin made me play Mortal Kombat Armageddon on the Wii, I loved it and I started to love the Mortal Kombat series. So one day my cousin was asking me if I heard about a Mortal Kombat movie, and I was like, no. So he was telling me about it, and he told me that he went to the movie theaters to see it with my mom for his birthday. So Robin Shaw, Robin Shaw as Liu Kang, Lyndon Ashby, Johnny Cage, and Bridget Wilson as Sonya Blade, and these other actors, they all did a great job playing as their characters. But the best parts of the whole movie is the fights. Now, I know that this movie is not brutal because there's barely blood in it. It's not like rated R, it's rated PG-13. But it should have been though. It should have been because based on the series, it should have been brutal and stuff. But the fights were intense, I'm not gonna lie. So the fights I enjoy is Scorpion versus Johnny Cage, Liu Kang versus Sub Zero, Liu Kang versus Reptile, Sonya versus Kano, and Liu Kang versus Johnny. No, I mean Johnny Cage versus Goro. I'm sorry. And and let's not forget the theme song. Like that's the best. As soon as the movie starts, you'll hear that announcer says the name Mortal Kombat, and it goes like dun 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 dun. Dun. When you hear that theme, you know that you was getting ready to watch some cool s. I'm telling you, like hands down, like the best theme from any video game based movie, and that theme song never gets old. They even play that theme song um at the Nitro roller coaster at Six Flags Great Adventure. So if you guys been to Six Flags Great Adventure, you'll know that once you're on Nitro and when the ride's about to start, they play like a remix theme of the Mortal Kombat movie theme, which is pretty cool. So every time when I go on Nitro, I always hear that theme, and it's just that excitement, you know what I'm saying? So I guess that's why Nitro is considered one of the best roller coasters at Great Adventure, you know what I mean? So yeah. Um yeah, this movie is really really good, and I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's one of the best video game based movies, okay? So far, the video game movies that I enjoy is this movie, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, um I'm trying to think. Oh, and I did enjoy the Mortal Kombat reboot that came out last year. I will review that as well. I gotta rewatch it again. But this is like the best right here. This is like the best movie, you know. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the fights. I enjoyed everything, especially my brother too. He enjoyed this movie as well. But there is one thing I want to talk about. Is Shang Tsung. Like Shang Tsung, I forgot who the actor name is who played as Shang Tsung. Like he was so great playing as this character, and I just like him because like he is just so freaking evil, and he's just like so calm and so like sinister, and he always says those words like, "Your soul is mine." And he the way how he says it, he has like this intense like facial expression. And the thing that I've noticed, that looking back at it now, and now I notice it now as an adult, is like if you watch the fight with Sonya fights Kano. I was talking to my brother about this a few days ago. Like you see Sonya fights Kano right at the beginning of the tournament, and you see Shang Tsung. He's sitting in his chair, just like Shao Kahn, right? He's sitting in his chair, and he's just smiling on how Sonya is just beating the living crap out of Kano. And then, as soon as like Sonya puts Kano in like in a head scissor with her legs and stuff, right? He smiles and says yes, and he was enjoying it. He was enjoying it. And then after when Johnny Cage beat Goro, Shang Tsung decides to kidnap Sonya, and Liu Kang and Johnny Cage go after him in Outworld. And then like before the fight with Liu Kang and Shang Tsung, right, the final fight, Shang Tsung wanted to fight Sonya, right? He wanted to challenge her. And you know what I think? No, he he wanted to go through that. He wanted Sonya to beat the crap out of him, just like what she did to Kano. He Shang Tsung wanted that. So I would say that he was super like fetish. He was really fetish. Like he really wanted Sonya to beat him up. Like he kept asking, he was demanding Sonya to fight him in Mortal Kombat, but she kept saying no. Shang Tsung was desperate for Sonya. He was so hungry for her. He really liked that girl. And let's not forget Katana too. But Shang Tsung is crazy in this movie, but I have to like him. I gotta like him in this movie, you know? And then we got the sequel, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Unfortunately, the sequel, it just didn't do well. It wasn't good. They messed up a whole lot on it, but the original movie, they did a great job. Like Goro, Raiden, like these characters, man. It's just man, and this movie came out at the right time because this movie came out at the time when Mortal Kombat 3 came out in arcades. So yeah, it's just a classic, and it never gets old. And even watching like even watching like the newer one that came out last year, it can never it can never top this movie. It can't beat this one, because I know a lot of people, a lot of y'all Mortal Kombat fans are still gonna say like this movie is better than the reboot version. You know what I mean? But it's just the best. It really is, and I'm glad that I had watched it after when my cousin told me about it, and it was a lot of fun watching it over and over and over again. Yeah. So I want you guys to post a comment down below, and if you still enjoy this movie, what's your favorite part in the movie? I want to hear all about it. Who's your favorite character in the movie? And yeah, let me know in the comments. So if you enjoy this movie review, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching, and take care, guys. Bye.